And that's it. What's up, everybody? Kyle at Arts Records and Tapes. It wasn't hard to film in there, but I forgot my clip, so I was holding the phone and it was just too much, and the music was really loud. So that's all I got. Hopefully, I will get some more thrifting videos soon. Thanks to everyone who watched my last one. Really cool. Thanks to everyone who liked and left a comment and subscribed. I really appreciate that. On the comments too, like, that's why I do this. I don't know everything, especially when it comes to older music. Like, it's been 2 years now that I've really started to hone in on vinyl and discovering older music. But before that, I was working in the music industry and keeping up with all the contemporary stuff. Every Friday I would try and listen to as many new releases as I can. I don't really do that anymore. I barely have time to spin one record a day, being a stay-at-home dad. But yeah, so I appreciate everyone giving their suggestions on what they would have grabbed. And it's just really fun to learn about new artists and stuff that's out there. So yeah, this is going to be a short one. I'll show some of the records that I got at that first garage sale I showed at the beginning. And then what I ended up getting at that Savers, and then a few other garage sales that I didn't film, that I'll explain later. But I'm a little closer today. I've wanted to try it, and also I'm getting kind of sick. So I'll crank the volume and hopefully you all can hear me. Yeah, my son started preschool for the first time, and he was home with me, and so now it's just every week he's bringing home some new virus. So, hey, really fun. Hopefully by Christmas we'll have a good enough tolerance that we're not getting sick all the time. So anyway, at that first garage sale, I bought 3 records. The first one, everything in the box was $3, and then everything else was individually priced. I paid up for this one, but it's the Beatles Red Album. Black vinyl. I've got a red vinyl in here, so I wanted to A/B it, see if that one's a little clicky. So I wanted to see if this one's any better. I actually prefer black vinyl. So yeah, happy to add that one. It's in good shape. And then I grabbed, just saw all the Johnny Cash and then the Carter Family at the end, which I've been meaning to pick up some Carter Family. And this was in the best shape out of all of them. Still in the shrink. The famous Carter Family. It's got My Clinch Mountain Home, Wildwood Flower, Worried Man Blues, Lonesome Valley. So I'm excited to give this one a spin, and it was clean, and yeah. And the last one is kind of kitschy. It's Merry Snoopy's Christmas, which is not the Vince Guaraldi jazz piano, which is amazing. This is, I think, stories and then music by the Royal Guardsmen on the back there. You can see the illustration of the Royal Guardsmen. Let's see if there's a year. 1980. I haven't given it a spin yet, but I've got kids, and so it'll be fun to put on. It was in good shape, and the Peanuts are, you know, Charles Schultz. I don't know if he was from St. Paul, but lived in St. Paul in the Twin Cities here for a long time. Actually, a friend of mine lived in his house where he had drawn early illustrations of the Peanuts on the walls. He ended up selling them to the Schultz Museum, like cutting the drywall out and selling them. It's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, the Peanuts are everywhere around here. So that was the first garage sale. And then at that Savers, you probably saw this. I pointed to one of the price tags. The records are $3. I haven't shopped at a Savers in a long time. And so I was a little surprised by that. So I was pretty selective on what I picked out. I mean, $3. It's not a big deal, especially considering inflation and all the videos going on about how the bubble is bursting and all that. But yeah, so I picked out some really good ones that I'm really happy with. The first one is Johnny Nash, his third record when he was still a pop crooner in competition, or he was called the next Johnny Mathis, or was kind of in competition with him during his years at ABC Paramount. So this is the third one. I mean, he's like 20 because he started when he was 17. Well, not well before, but before he went down to Jamaica and got hooked up with Bob Marley and started doing all of the reggae influenced music, like I Can See Clearly Now, forgive me. That amazing song, amazing album. But this is his third record. Still really good and in great shape. I mean, still in the shrink. The disc is VG++ stereo. I'll link either up here or down below a little documentary about Johnny Nash from a reggae appreciation channel that just tells his whole story, how he came up in music and what led him to Jamaica and his relationship with Bob Marley, which was somewhat contentious, but also they both really benefited from knowing each other. It's a really cool story, and it's a 9-minute watch, so check that out. So happy to have that. And then another great one, I'm excited about these two the most, is this Steve Reich, John Adams album. Philips digital recording, what's the year? 84, so like right when CDs were coming out, digital recording was becoming a thing, still in the shrink with the little hype sticker. Almost flawless copy. It had a poly sleeve on it, and unfortunately on side A there's like a little nick right as you put the record on, so for the first 20 measures, maybe less, it's a little click, but that's okay. The John Adams side is actually my favorite. Shaker loops, both minimalist composers. I remember being in AP Music in high school and my instructor introducing me to minimalism for the first time and just being blown away. As someone who is not classically trained by any means, I can't read music. I play mostly by ear, guitar and piano. Hearing this, and I write songs, and so hearing this was inspiring because it was, I don't want to say easy, it's not easy, but minimal, not very complex. So yeah, I was really happy to find this one. I'll be keeping that. And then I got this really nice copy of Charlie Rich's Behind Closed Doors, classic country, really good album. I hadn't really listened to much Charlie Rich, but some really good songs on here. So happy to have that one. The case, the jacket is a little worn, but the disc is like near mint. And then if you watch the channel, you know I'm somewhat of a cornball. I like the cheesy stuff. And the older stuff. The stuff that sometimes is left at thrift stores. And you will see this artist a lot, this composer. That's Henry Mancini, who wrote the Pink Panther theme. I've got that record here somewhere, right here. I stumbled across one of his other Christmas records last year, and it is awesome. I hope to do a video around Christmas time of my favorite Christmas albums as of right now, and that will be on there, unless this one beats it. But yeah, I mean, this one, it looks more folky, we'll see. But the arrangements on that other one are just gorgeous. Like some of the most familiar Christmas hymns and songs you've heard, but just like arranged in this amazing way with really cool instrumentation. So I'm excited to have this one and give it a spin. And then the last record I got was this really nice copy of Roger Whittaker, Puff the Magic Dragon, Big Rock Candy Mountain, all of the classics. There's the price tag. Forgot to take that one off. But really nice, still in the shrink. Minty disc, old price tag on it. So yeah, I've got kids, so I'll put it on and see if they like it. Nice to have. And then I found one tape, which goes along with one of my other thrifting videos in that Dave Grusin batch of records that I randomly came across. This is Chick Corea's Electric Band, Inside Out. And it's on Dave Grusin's label, GRP. And it sounds like you'd imagine if you are familiar with Dave Grusin's music. So cool to hear that kind of 80s vibe on a cassette tape where it belongs. It's cheesy, but I like it. So that was the haul at Savers. Really happy about that. And then lastly, I haven't had a lot of time. It's been very busy lately. And garage sale season is coming to an end here with the weather getting cold, although it feels like summer most days still. The nights are cold. So I came across a few garage sales in my neighborhood. Went to one and they had one record, and it was this one. And I could not find anything online about it. It was Michael Christian, Boy from New York City. There's palm trees in the background. So I'm guessing he's in Los Angeles, and that's like the theme of the record. But I only got through side A because it sucks. Which I hate saying about music, but it's really not my thing. It's like, again, I like cheese and corny stuff, but like this is like disingenuous. It's just, it feels manufactured, like pop rock from the 80s or 70s, from the 70s. So anyway, I picked this one up because I hadn't gone out digging in a while, and I was just jonesing for a record, and it was $1 and it was the only one there, so I bought it. Got some cool sealed CDs at that sale too. But yeah. And I noticed after I picked it up that there was a shelf behind the corner, like where it was kind of an estate sale. So I think someone had passed away, and there were all these little taxi cab trinkets and like taxi cabs on plates and like woven taxi cabs. And so I think the only reason this person had this record was because of the taxi on the front. Because the record is like very clean. That didn't look like it had been played. So yeah, if you know anything about this record, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. I could only find one track on YouTube. I found it on Discogs, but there's like 4 versions and that's it. And there's not on streaming. The first song, I think, lead singer of the band on YouTube. I thought about ripping it if it was good, but it's not, so I'm not going to. But if you know this record, let me know. Or this artist, let me know what you think. And then before that, there was a neighborhood sale in one of the more well-to-do neighborhoods in Minneapolis. And a few of so all these houses do a sale on the same day, and a few of the sales had records listed, which was exciting. I brought the family along, and so that didn't go so well. Wasn't a good place to film. It was just pretty hectic with the kids. But I did stop at one sale with records and picked out the best ones I could find, and it's a good batch. I've been spinning some of them. It's 10 records. Got Yes shows. I've picked up a few Yes records here lately, and this is their live record, Gatefold 2 LP. So excited to get that one added to the collection. Led Zeppelin Coda, really great shape. This jacket is in good shape. A lot of the jackets are pretty beat, like VG, but the discs are in really good shape. This was someone's father, his collection. Forgive me. Janet, pretty cool. The Cars, which is in like minty shape, and it looks like it's been cleaned. Like it's in the poly sleeve in the back. So I'm not sure who did that or where it was purchased, but it's very clean. So excited to have a really clean copy of that one. I've got it on cassette, and it's pretty good, but good to have it on record. The Who, classic, Quadrophenia, gatefold, double LP. Nice to have that one. Born in the USA. I bought this one to sell because it's a good seller and I have a copy already, but all the inserts are there. So if you're interested, I've got a nice copy of Born in the USA. And a fact about this one, this album was actually 1984, and it was the first album released in the US on CD. If you didn't know that. A tidbit for you. Here we go. So Joe Jackson. I wasn't not familiar with Joe Jackson. I know A&M, of course, and I've seen this record around. And it looks like a Blue Note release. I mean, look at that record. Black and white, monochrome, photo with the text and the catalog number and everything. And he's got a saxophone. And so I thought, cool, like it's A&M's jazz release, but no. And you know this record. Not my thing. I have waxed poetic about Dave Grusin on this channel, but this did not grab me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But nice copy. If you're looking for one. Aerosmith, Night in the Ruts. Never been a huge Aerosmith fan, but I'm going to try it. I don't know anything about this record, but it was in great shape. Got a good deal, so why not? Classic, also a band I've never listened to. I know. I'm 36. I'm going to be 37 here soon. So, I didn't grow up with this stuff. My parents were not into music. My dad had like 20 cassettes, and I didn't have a cassette player, so I never listened to them. And unfortunately, my mom sold them. I would love to have them. I think he had some Zeppelin and some... I don't think he had Steely Dan, but Merle Haggard. No. Billy Idol. Ooh. But yeah, Asia, Steely Dan. Some say it's their best album. So excited to try it out. Again, I'm sorry. I don't... Like I said at the beginning, I'm still getting my chops here. And then a Billy Joel record I did not have. Songs in the Attic. There you go. And that's it. Gatefold here. Sweet. That is it. That's all I got. Like I said, hopefully I'll get better and can film some more thrifting videos. You all seem to like that. I love doing it. It's very fun. There, and then watching all the comments come in and seeing all the stuff I missed and going, oh man, should have gotten that one. Oh, I forgot. I don't know what it is about my neighborhood, but people put out free stuff all the time. And I was driving home from dropping my son off at school, and there was a yard with a bunch of free stuff. And so I stopped because I saw some tapes. And they are in really good condition, like, or in a cassette case, and looked like they had hardly been played. The one I'm most excited about is Free, their anthology, Molten Gold. I did not know who Free was. British blues, A&M, can't go wrong, right? You can, but yeah, great stuff. Like really cool, really good blues. Some Linda Ronstadt, Side 2, Greatest Hits. Best of the Hollies, Jim Croce, apologies, and the Righteous Bros. Free, why not? So yeah, that's it. Like I said, hopefully I'll get some more time here to do some thrifting videos, get those up, and I've got a lot of other videos planned that I just haven't had time to do, like this whole collection I got for free, which I really want to show off. All the other collections I've gotten over the year. So yeah, this is Kyle with Arts, Records, and Tapes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.